All right, so the Brexit took place in the UK, has been going through rough times ever since. The EU has been aiding in the facilitating of people, immigrants, into their nation. And these immigrants, they're often from third world countries, Syria, Iran, etc., that are not very friendly to Christian nations. In fact, they're killing and raping and terrorizing Christians, just like the Quran commands Muslims to do. So, understanding that if someone says, I believe in a book, and they actually believe it, not just, oh yeah, I might believe in something like that, or they don't really know what they're talking about, but they're actually interested in bringing forth those kinds of deeds, those people are not innocent. They are not righteous. They are either lost, damaged, or they are most likely evil people. Okay? And so if someone says, I believe I should take out this entire nation, well, if that nation is Christian, then you are permitted to do unto them as they would do unto you. Okay, Christianity is not some weak frou-frou la-la religion that was promoted to facilitate the downfall of nations and their ultimate destruction. No, Christianity is extremely strong, and any nation, any person uh, living their covenant properly and interpreting the scriptures well will become sort of an unstoppable army with God. If you are living the covenant accurately, you will not be able to be defeated, because very, very few people are going to be following their covenants accurately. Now, that being said, getting a little off topic, the EU has been found. Right, the EU is saying, hey, we're stopping the boats, we're doing our best to stop the boats, but the EU is allowing the flood of migrants to continue. This post states that French police are threatening British stop the boats activists, Brits who have gone to France to stop the immigration to try and protect their women and children from being killed, raped, and murdered. And the French police are threatening to arrest these people. Okay? This is 100% immoral. It is 100% evil. It is opposite to God. It is satanic what the EU is doing to the UK in the hopes that they rejoin the EU, or to force the rejoining of the EU. Now, being opposite to God, you might guess it's not going to work out very well. The world is not naive. The world is seeing what's taking place. And if you think this looks good for all the EU nations to be attacking their neighbor and facilitating the death and murder and rape of innocents, the drugging, etc., think again. And so division from this sort of behavior is commanded biblically. Why? Well, very shortly you'll get to see why. But understanding, right, you may say, hey, I know you're an American. You Americans, you just went into Venezuela. Okay, Venezuelans were drugging hundreds of thousands of United States citizens. This is a chart suggesting that in 2003, 100,000 people in the United States were being drugged. Now, in 2025, I've seen estimates of higher, towards 200,000. Okay, so through the Caribbean Sea, right by Venezuela, about 80% of drugs coming into the USA are travel, right? They travel through the Caribbean Sea. So understanding that what Trump has done is genius and is saving hundreds of thousands of people's lives is very important for why it becomes a green light to protect your people rather than attacking and conquering innocent people who the EU should be trading with and building up rather than destroying and attacking. Very shortly now, you will see why doing these sort of practices, attacking your neighbors, it's not really the greatest idea. When people realize that you are immoral or corrupt in business, you lose a lot of business from that. Understanding this is extremely important. Right.